ඔබට සුබම සුබ අලුත් අවුරුද්දක් වේවා.
ඔබ සැමට සුබ අලුත් අවුරුද්දක් වේවා.
எனது அனைத்து மக்களுக்கும் தமிழ் சிங்கள புத்தாண்டு நல்வாழ்த்துக்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம்.
සුබම සුබ අලුත් අවුරුද්දක් වේවා.
සුබ අලුත් අවුරුද්දක් වේවා.
We wish you a very happy Sinhala and Tamil New Year.
Hello there, very good evening and welcome to Primetime News on TV1. We are coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. Bringing you the news, I'm Kumar Singha, adding my best wishes to the New Year wishes of the entire Newsfirst team. Let's take a look at tonight's headlines.
Sinhala and Tamil New Year celebrated across the country. President observes New Year traditions at official residence. Prime Minister celebrates dawn of New Year in Nuwara. A message to the government from the Askeri chapter.
අල්ලස දූෂණය බිහිසණයෙන් පිරි රටක් වශයෙන් අපි ඉදිරියට ගියොත් එහෙම ජාතියේ ව්‍යසනය නුදුරු කාලයකදීම උදාවනවා.
Over 250,000 people affected by extreme heat wave.
ඇත්තෝ මේ දියුණුව කියලා මේ සංවර්ධනය කියලා මංගච්චන ගමන් පුජ්ජෙදි මේ ඇත්තෝ මාම කැච්චක් මේ පරිසරය විනාශ කරන මන්ද කරනවා. මේ ඇත්තෝ සැලසුමක් කොදෝවිලා පරිසරය විනාශ කරන මන්ද කරපු එකමේ ප්‍රතිඵල පුජ්ජ හැටිමට තමයි අද දවස් පුජ්ජේ රුකුල් පුජ්ජේකවත් රඳන්න අමාරු.
The shortage of rain caused a water crisis in Colombo. Will Dimut Karunaratne lead Sri Lanka at the World Cup this May?
The Sinhala and Tamil New Year dawned at 2:09 p.m. today. The dawn of the New Year is marked by the transition of the sun from the house of Pisces to the house of Aries.
The Punya Kalaya, also known as the Nunagathaya, began at 7:45 a.m. and ended at 8:33 p.m. today. During this time, people refrained from all types of activities and engaged in religious observances instead. Hindu devotees were seen visiting Kovils since morning, seeking blessings for the new year. A main ritual associated with the new year for Hindu devotees is the visit to the temple after boiling milk in a new clay pot and performing ablutions. The boiling of milk at the historic temple of the Sacred Tooth Relic in Kandy was also performed at the temple's Hevisi Mandapaya under the auspices of the Diyavadana Nilame Nilanga Dala. The much-awaited Sinhala and Tamil New Year dawned at 2:09 p.m. today. Preparing meals for the New Year began at 2:42 p.m. today. The auspicious direction was east and the auspicious colors were red and yellow. Milk rice mixed with jaggery as well as traditional New Year treats such as aggala and kaum were also prepared. Commencing work, transactions and partaking meals took place at 3:54 p.m. today. The tradition of anointing the head with oil is to be observed on Wednesday the 17th April at 7:40 a.m. The auspicious time to leave to work in the new year falls on Thursday the 18th of April at 4:52 a.m.
Proposing that while enjoying the results of the efforts of our own victory so far, President Maithripala Sirisena says all must collectively commit themselves to fulfill the national expectations. President Sirisena says it is time we pay adequate attention to understand the deep meaning of the most precious traditional cultural ceremony called the New Year, especially as it is now submissive to the market mechanisms and consumer demands. The head of state celebrated the dawn of the Sinhala and Tamil New Year at President's official residence today.
President Maithripala Sirisena joined the New Year ritual lighting of the hearth and cooking meals at 2:42 p.m. at the President's official residence. First Lady Jayanthi Sirisena and other family members were also present. The head of state planted a sapling to commemorate the New Year activities. Ministers, MPs and the general public extended their New Year wishes to President Sirisena. Meanwhile, an auspicious time to plant trees has also been added to the New Year rituals. According to a release issued by the President's Media Division, saplings should be planted tomorrow while dressed in white facing east at 11:17 a.m.
I kindly request all of you to plant a tree for the betterment of the human race and to make our country a prosperous nation.
Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe engaged in religious activities at the Sri Sena Nandarama Viharaya in Nuwara.
We were able to complete a lot of work this year. We had several problems too. With the results of our achievements coming in, we are hoping to do a lot more in the new year as well. I wish everyone a very happy new year. I'd also like to say that this country will receive rains at the right time.
Opposition leader Mahinda Rajapaksa says the Sinhala and Tamil New Year provides a platform through which we are able to connect and strengthen relationships with each other and share our rich cultural heritage. The opposition leader requests all to step out into society and look for ways to contribute in making Sri Lanka better. In his New Year message, leader of the Tamil National Alliance R. Sambandhan says the New Year is important to strengthen reconciliation between the Sinhala and Tamil communities. He requests all political party leaders to come together to resolve issues of national interest with the intention of taking the country forward.
Taking a look at more of your headline-making news this evening, leaders of the clergy also issued statements marking the dawn of the new year.
We remind everyone to live with happiness, harmony and peace of mind this new year. All of us, whether we are Sinhalese, Hindu, Muslim or Christian, should use this new year as an opportunity to foster harmony and coexistence.
අපි එකට එකතු වෙලා සමගියෙන් සමාදානයෙන් කල්ගත කරන්ට මෙන්න මේ සිංහල හින්දු අලුත් අවුරුද්ද යොදා ගැනීම උචිතයි.
ලැබුවා වූ නවවසරේ අපි කල්පනා කළ යුත්තේ.
With the dawn of the new year, we must think about the state of the nation. The country is in a very dangerous place today. If we continue in this way, the country will deteriorate further. At this juncture, with the dawn of this new year, we must all work towards bringing the country back onto the correct path. If we continue as a nation filled with bribery, corruption and terror, the destruction of our nation is not that far away. Today we can see that we are praying that the rains will come when they are supposed to, and we are also searching for artificial rain. If the government is on the path of the Dhamma, then the people will reap the benefits. Then the rain will come on time. The harvest will be fruitful and the people will be happy.
එනිසා රාජා භවතු ධම්මිකෝ රජය දැහැමි වුණොත් ඒ දැහැමි බව නිසා මිනිසුන්ට ලැබෙන යහපත තමයි කලට වැසි ලැබෙනවා ඒ තුලින් අස්වැන්න සරු වෙනවා ඉන්පසු මිනිසු සතුටින් ජීවත් වෙනවා.
විහාරි එනම් පෙරුඩිය ඉපුදිය වරඩத்திலே.
First, I pray that the dawn of this new year will see the fulfillment of the aspirations of all our people. All religions teach us about love, humanity and kindness. If we keep these values at the center of everything we do, then humanity will be born within us. I pray that all people in this country will take this opportunity to implement that.
மங்களகரமான விகாரி வருஷம் அனைவருக்கும் மனதில் வேண்டியவை அனைத்தும் நிறைவேற வேண்டும் என பிரார்த்தனை செய்து உமது புதுவருட நல்வாழ்த்துக்களையும் நல்லாசிகளையும் மீண்டும் பகிர்ந்து கொள்கின்றோம்.
Now, the leader of the Adivasi tribes, Urvarge Vannilatho, made a request from the public representatives in line with the Sinhala Tamil New Year.
The me kala mecche mandunukota mama kechak minik gajju hani hanika වියදන්තන මන්දු කරනවා රුකුල් පුජල් වෙනස් වෙන මන්දු කරනවා හැබැයි මේ ඇත්තෝ හිටලාන හැටිමට මේ ඇත්තෝ කොයි තැනක් සූදානම් පුජ්‍ය මන්දෝක වුණත් මේ ඇත්තෝ ළඟ තැනේ තැනමක වැරදි තැනක් තිබෙනවා ඒ මොන එකද මේ ඇත්තන්නේ රුකුල් පුජ්‍යයට මංගච්චන මේ ඇත්තන්නේ හිතවතල ඇත්තන්ට ඥාතියල ඇත්තන්ට මේ ඇත්තෝ සංග්‍රහ පුජ්‍ය මන්දු කරන්න වැඩි තැනක් තැනමවල වල මන්දු කරගෙන තිබෙන්නේ මධ්‍ය රැජ්ජා. ඉතින් මේ ඒ සැමරුම් පුජ්‍ය මන්දු කරපුවම වෙලා පුජ්‍යක මේ ඇත්තෝ නීති පුජ්‍යයට වැරදි තැනේ වැඩ පුජ්‍යවල් මන්දු කරනවා. පෞල් පුජ්‍ය සමිගිය සමාදානයේ කොදෝ වෙනවා. එහෙමනම් මේ ඇත්තෝ මේ අලුත් තැනට සූදානම් පුජ්‍ය මන්දු වෙච්ච එක මේ තේරුම් පුජ්‍යක් කොදෝයි. ඉතින් මේ ඇත්තෝ මේ කෝණ පුජ්‍ය ගැන මේ රට පුජ්‍යම රඳන මිනික් ගජ්ජුන්ටත් ඒ වගේම රට පුජ්‍ය පාලන තැන මන්දු කරන මහහුරුලාටත් මේ කෝණ පුජ්‍ය සැමරුම් පුජ්‍ය මන්දු කරන හැම එකමෙකුටම මේ කෝණ පුජ්‍ය හොඳ වගේම කරදර පුජ්‍ය දුක් පුජ්‍ය කොදෝවිච්ච කෝණ පුජ්‍යක් හැටිමට මන්දු වෙන්න කතා දමනවා. ඒ වගේම මේ ඇත්තෝ කතා දමනවා අද දවස් පුජ්‍ය මන්දු වෙනකොට මේ ඇත්තන්නේ රට පුජ්‍ය මාම කැච්චක් උෂ්ණ පුජ්‍යෙන් වැඩි තැන මන්දු වෙලා තිබුණා. මේ ඇත්තෝ හිටලා නැහැ හැටිමට දැන් මේ ඇත්තන්ට කෝණ පුජ්‍ය 71ක් මන්දු වෙනවා. හැබැයි මේ කෝණ පුජ්‍ය 71ම ඇයිරුකොළට මන්දු කරන වැඩි තැනෙම රස්න පුජ්‍ය තිබෙන කෝණ පුජ්‍ය හැටිමට මේ කෝණ පුජ්‍ය ගැන කතා දමන්නේ හිටලානවා. මේතන මෙහෙම මන්දු වෙන්න හේතු පුජ්‍ය තමයි මේ ඇත්තෝ මන්දු කරපු වැරදි පුජ්‍යවල්. මේ ඇත්තෝ මේ දියුණුව කියලා මේ සංවර්ධනය කියලා මංගච්චන ගමන් පුජ්‍යදී මේ ඇත්තෝ මාම කැච්චක් මේ පරිසරය විනාශ කරන මන්දු කරනවා. මේ ඇත්තෝ සැලසුමක් කොදෝවිලා පරිසරය විනාශ කරන මන්දු කරපු එක මේ ප්‍රතිඵල පුජ්‍ය හැටිමට තමයි අද දවස් පුජ්‍ය රුකුල් පුජ්‍යකවත් රඳන්න අමාරු තැන. ඉතින් හැබැයි නගර පුජ්‍ය රඳන මිනික් ගජ්ජුන්ට නම් සීත පුජ්‍ය මන්දු කරන යමකවල් තිබෙනවා ඒතන වල රඳනකොට තේරුම් පුජ්‍ය මන්දු වෙන්න කොදෝ වෙයි. හැබැයි මේ බිම් පුජ්‍ය පෑකුම් පුජ්‍ය මන්දු කරලා බිම් පුජ්‍ය එයිබට මේබට අවදුම් පුජ්‍ය මන්දු කරන මිනික් ගජ්ජුකට මේ වෙනස හොඳ වාගේ තේරුම් පුජ්‍ය මන්දු වෙනවා.
The apparent absence of the Bakmahakunu or the thunderstorms that are experienced ahead of the Sinhala Tamil New Year is being felt across the country. Newsfirst Muad Rasik reports on the extreme heat wave.
Now today was yet another day where the island experienced extreme heat weather conditions, and out of the 25 districts, around 10 districts recorded 32 degrees Celsius and Polonnaruwa recorded 37.4 degrees Celsius, which was the highest recorded temperature in the past 24 hours. And also Kokaville and Mullaitivu areas saw the sun directly being placed above those areas. According to the Disaster Management Center, around 250,000 people have been affected by this extreme heat weather conditions.
This is how the people of Aligama Anamaduwa are severely inconvenienced due to the persisting heat wave. With wells drying out in the area, finding a drop of water to drink has become a difficult task for them. As a temporary solution to this crisis, the wells are being filled with water from bowsers. We don't have water. We have to spend 2,200 rupees for one water bowser. There is no way to provide water for our cattle. We have no access to water.
කිලෝමීටර් 12,000ක් ඉඳලා කළු කැලේ ඉඳලා තමයි මේ වතුර ගේන්න වෙලා තියෙන්නේ.
මේ නළලින්ද නැත්තම් ඉතින් මැරෙන්න වෙන්නේ. නිලධාරීන්ගේ වැරද්දද කාගේ වැරද්දද දන්නේ.
With farming being the only means of income of these villagers, a cloud of uncertainty now hangs over the upcoming Yala season.
It's like a desert here now. We had to travel very far to obtain drinking water. Everything is scorched here. We cannot cultivate like this.
The heat wave has also baked the earth in the Kilinochchi district. This footage was captured from the Dharmakarni, Vannakarni and Palai areas.
A very good evening and welcome to Weather First here with me, John Fernando, at a backdrop where many parts of the island is experiencing an extremely heaty weather condition. The Met Department had issued that certain parts of the island will experience thunder showers. So, taking a look at the weather forecast for the next few days, showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in central Sabaragamuwa, southern Uva and northwestern and western provinces after 2 p.m. Fairly heavy falls above 50 millimeters can be expected in some places in the island, especially in Sabaragamuwa and central provinces, and especially in the Gaul and Matara districts as well. Meanwhile, locals living in Pantiav area in Rajangane are facing numerous difficulties due to the incessant rains in the area.
About 15 homes in the village of Pantiava Rajangane were damaged by gale force winds which accompanied heavy rains in the area last evening. Our correspondent says 10 homes were partially damaged, while 5 homes were destroyed. He added that the rainfall, which commenced at about 5:30 p.m., had turned into a minor storm within an hour.
We were preparing food in the morning. Then we felt a slight breeze flowing. Then the wind was flowing in gale force and it started raining. That is when the roof flew off. We didn't know what to do. We couldn't save anything.
Public officials, including the divisional secretary for Rajangane, visited the area today to assess the damage.
Based on the instructions given by the Rajangane Divisional Secretariat, myself, officers from the Disaster Management Centre and the Gram Niladari officer inspected the area. We have compiled a report to be given to the Divisional Secretariat. We are hoping to act according to the instructions given by the Divisional Secretariat after handing over the report.
Every year following the shopping rush ahead of the Sinhala Tamil New Year, the city of Colombo, the economic heart of the country, becomes a ghost town. This year was no different. Our camera captured these images from several key landmarks in the city.
Whilst the usually bustling and chaotic offices, markets and transport hubs were empty, some of Colombo's residents were enjoying the brief respite from the hustle and bustle that is part and parcel of living in the city.
Still in local news, Wild Elephants has put a stamper on New Year celebrations in the village of Hadilla Gannorwa in the Hambantota district. Shortly after the village went to sleep, having made preparations to celebrate the new year the next day, the wild elephants from the proposed Hambantota Wild Elephant Sanctuary paid a visit. The elephants left a trail of destruction in their wake, decimating farmlands. We cultivated these fields after getting into much debt. The elephants have eaten everything. How are we to live? Newsfirst's correspondent in Hambantota, Roshan Ranatungage, was on hand early this morning to witness the efforts made by wildlife officers and the villagers to drive the wild elephants back. He noted that the 2 elephants were eventually driven back to the reserve at about 5 a.m. today. More headline-making news. Water shortages that have arisen in many parts of the country as a result of the extreme heat wave, whilst the commercial capital Colombo is not facing a severe drought at present. Could the city be facing a serious water shortage in the future? News First made inquiries. Major development activity can be seen in the Colombo city and surrounding areas including Homagama, Kottava, Kadawatha and Wattala. Projects including the Colombo Commercial City Plan, the Port City and the Bere Lake Development Project will see the city's population multiply within a very short time frame in the near future. Major condominium developments are being undertaken in and around the city by both the private sector and the public sector. Close to 1,600 families are expected to join the population of Colombo through middle-class housing projects that have been initiated in Borella, Ratmalana and Orugodawatta. Estimates indicate that Colombo's population will exceed 1.2 million by 2020. Whilst providing the infrastructure necessary to support such rapid urbanization is one of the biggest challenges facing the government, several projects have been initiated for this purpose. News First made inquiries regarding plans that have been put in place to ensure the city's clean water supply. The pipeline system in Colombo is over 20 years old. A project is underway to renovate this. This will be completed by 2020. The Kalani Side Bank project was also initiated in 2017. This will increase capacity by 180,000 cubic meters a day. The Gampahattanagala project will increase capacity by 57,000 cubic meters a day. We are hoping to keep building to support the growing urban population from 2020 through to 2025 and 2035. If these projects are implemented as planned, it would mitigate the water crisis facing the city to a certain extent. However, questions arise regarding the execution of these projects when scrutinizing the report of the special audit carried out by the National Audit Office in its assessment of the National Water Supply and Drainage Board. According to the Auditor General's observations, projects initiated to mitigate the percentage of water that is wasted or unused have not been completed in the specified time frames. The report indicates that these delays have also compelled the NWSDB to pay interest, as many of these projects have been financed by foreign loans. Auditor General Gamini Vijayasinghe says the target of providing pipe-borne water to 60% of the country by 2020 is impractical and unrealistic. Given the situation, shouldn't all stakeholders be focusing their attention on developing a practical program to face the looming water shortage? Leader of the Elam People's Revolutionary Front, or EPRLF, Suresh Premachandran, convened a media briefing in Jaffna today.
Ministers in the UNP, including Rajitha Senaratne, have said that if Gotabaya Rajapaksa contests for the presidential election, the Tamil people will vote for them. It's not a problem for us whether Gotabaya Rajapaksa wins or loses. When the current government came into power, they said they would resolve problems faced by the Tamil people. But the Tamil people are still trying to secure their rights. Therefore, do not expect all the Tamil people to simply vote for the UNP. The Tamil people are not fools. Other Tamil leaders will not make the same mistake that Sambandhan has.
Taking a look at your headline-making sports news now. Reports say Dimuth Karunaratne has been named as the captain for the upcoming 2019 Cricket World Cup tournament.
The NCC reports that opening batsman Dimuth Karunaratne has been named as the captain of the Sri Lankan national team for the upcoming ICC Cricket World Cup. The announcement was made via NCC's Twitter account. However, the official squad for the 2019 Cricket World Cup is yet to be revealed by Sri Lanka Cricket. According to reports, the selectors are set to convene on the 16th of this month to discuss players who have suffered injuries and are expected to name the squad by the 18th of this month.
With that, it's a wrap of Weekend Prime Time News, and remember, to stay ahead, you need to stay close to News First. So that, just simply log into our website, that is www.newsfirst.lk. Bringing you the news, I'm Tharush Kumar Singh. Good night and take care.